Hey, this is Kia.
Hey, I'm MJ, and welcome to this week's episode of Dude, No Way. Today, sad to say that this is going to be the last episode ever.
Dun dun dun.
Was that convincing?
No.
Yeah, okay, me either. I mean, it wasn't to me either. But it is the last of something. Kia, do you want to explain what's happening?
It's the last episode of season 1.
Yeah, I still can't believe it. I was just looking at our schedule, and this is going to be our 20th episode. It doesn't even feel like, I don't know, 20 feels like a lot, but not a lot at the same time.
Yeah.
But I don't know, we somehow did 20 of something.
It's crazy that we started this in November?
I think our first
December.
episode came out like December, the first week of December or something. But we literally talked about it at the end of November, and we just made it happen so fast.
Crazy.
This literally started as a joke.
And now here we are 20 episodes in. Who would have thought?
Yeah, so fun. But so with finishing a 20 episode season, we are going to take a break for the summer. We're going to have a little summer break.
It's my
like
summer
this is
vacation.
school or something, I know.
Even though I still have to go to work.
Same. On our last episode of the season, instead of caving and doing another random word generator, we actually decided to talk about work. Like Kia said, how we don't have a summer break. And we talked a little bit about this on our episode with Jaden, that Gen Z Millennials episode. But we didn't really go in depth about our work experience and our lovely customer service experience and how that got us to where we are today. So let's share some very fun food service and retail stories, shall we?
Fun.
Yeah. Luckily, we have a little bit of a point of view from both worlds. So I was all retail. And then Kia was food service. And it's so funny because whenever we talk about it, to each other at least, one of us would say to the other that we could never imagine doing the other person's job, which is so funny to me. My first job, like literally ever, straight out of high school, well, not straight, maybe like literally a couple months right after we graduated high school, I started working at Foot Locker. So that was fun. And I stayed there for, I think, a little over 2.5 years. So it was like a good minute. Like I was supposed to move up to management a while ago into it, but I just kept saying no because I really wanted to focus on school. And I don't know, I can't take on too much accountability. Sometimes it's overwhelming mentally. So that never happened, but that was a good 2.5 years from age, 18 to 20 damn near or something. Crazy. Kia?
I think so. Mine, I was a barista at a Starbucks, but it was like one of those in a grocery store. I'll just add them. It was Molly Stone's. I loved it there. I think I started junior year of high school. That was fun.
I forgot you worked in high school.
I know.
You were kind of cool back then. Like she was like, yeah, I gotta go. I got work after school. And I was like, dang, look at her. Big girl duties. Who the hell is she? Oh my gosh. That was a good time. Visited her a couple times.
Yeah, those were kind of embarrassing. I don't know if it was also you and Kimmy. Maybe it was Gabby and Kimmy who came to visit me, but they were just being hella loud, and I was like so embarrassed and like.
It wasn't me. I would never be loud in public.
Oh, okay. So then it was them too. And I just remember like the meat department was like all like dudes, and they would like kind of like be kind of like weird to like young girls, and they're like, hey Mia, who's your friends? I was like, oh, they're my friends. Okay, bye.
Ew, that's creepy.
Yeah.
We were 17.
I think I started at 16.
Everyone chill.
Still, everyone stay away from me.
Jeez, okay. Just explain.
But no, But everyone was super cool. And the thing I loved about Molly Stones was like their sandwiches were so bomb. And especially since I like knew the people, they would like, give me extra meat or like extra stuff and like make it extra special. And I was like, I'll make your coffee extra good, or I'd give it to them for free sometimes.
I'm probably getting too ahead of your story, but you never worked at like an actual, what's it called? Like storefront for whatever company you were working for. It was always
a
attached to something. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There you go. My bad. Because this one was attached to a Molly Stones, and then the next one was attached to a Target, or the one in Target, whatever. Yeah. And then this one
is attached to Nordstrom.
To like the whole ass mall. Yeah.
I know, because it just feels kind of overwhelming. Like, it's like these people are literally just coming here for their coffee. And like a lot of, also another thing, the Starbucks, I don't want to work at the ones that have drive-throughs because I feel like that's really overwhelming.
Probably. Like I can't even speak from that experience. All food service in general is overwhelming to me. Yeah. So I can't even imagine. But yeah, never standalone Starbucks.
Yeah, because then like people can go in for their shopping. Like if they're waiting in line, they'll be like, I don't need my coffee. I'm just gonna go shopping. I'm like, oh yeah.
Does that really happen as often as you think?
It happened once.
Or does it just make you feel better?
It makes me feel better. Okay.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, you worked at Starbucks for a hot minute, like on and off, obviously, because you moved, and then Target, Starbucks was different. Yeah. But yeah, that's your life. Food service is and was your life.
All me. I don't know why I thought you worked at Oakley for a second. Or is it that
I had an interview there?
Oh, that's right.
And I got the job, but for some reason I didn't want it. I think it actually came along like the exact same time as I got accepted for Foot Locker. And I was like, why would I choose sunglasses and t-shirts over shoes and like Nike and Adidas? It honestly fit perfectly for the type of person I was at the time. Like just super young, really like athletic wear and stuff. And I have like a good amount of my wardrobe, not a good amount, but I was able to, curate my closet a little bit based off athleisure and whatnot. It was a good time. I don't regret it. Oh my gosh, but it was actually like, I don't think it was just my job. I think it was just being a freshman in college and just everything. Well, it was 2 years of college, my first 2 years of college, but there was just a lot going on where now that I think about it, my mental health was so bad working at Foot Locker. And I don't think it has anything to do with the company, like a little bit with the management at my specific storefront. And then me being overwhelmed with school, and then just life hits you in general where I felt like everything overlapped at the same time. And it was, mind you, it's not a hard job itself, like customers and whatnot, but I think the management really drained me, and it just made me feel like morale was down for me.
Were you a manager?
No, like I said, I never moved up because I wanted to focus on school, and I didn't. Just the idea of having that accountability where everything, if I was manager on clock, anything that happened would be under my name. Any theft would have been my fault. Any problems, if I was manager on duty, was my fault. And I was like, I don't want to deal with that because our location is known for theft, and I just don't want to deal with it. Oh, that's another thing that actually deteriorated my mental health. And I don't know how I stayed on after this. Yeah. But when there was a one time, mind you, okay, I'm just going to, I guess I'll add them too. It's downtown San Francisco. My location's closed. First of all, my location's closed now anyways because I was a victim of retail apocalypse or whatever it's called. So there was a lot of theft in downtown San Francisco, unfortunately. And then one time, I don't know what came over me. I literally have the video on my phone, and I haven't watched it in a while because it's so freaking stressful.
Oh my God.
Where we basically got robbed or whatever the hell it's called in terms of like the clothing and whatnot. And we're not supposed to touch them and whatever. They know that every freaking theft knows that you're not legally not supposed to touch them or whatever, because of liability and whatnot. And then I could get sued and whatever if I touch them and shit, whatever. It's company policy, basically.
Okay. Yeah.
So I couldn't freaking touch them, obviously. And I was heated. Like they were just they was just causing a
Was it
scene.
multiple of them?
It was multiple women, and it was just a whole ass thing. And then for some reason, something came over me, and I was blocking the out of the door. And I was just like, no, give me. I was so mad that day. I don't know what the hell happened. And I could have got hurt. Like, this is why you don't do this shit.
Yeah.
And then I was like, give me back my stuff. I was like, I can literally see it right there. Stop. Like, I was just like doing whatever I could. I don't even remember what happened. Mm-hmm. And then she freaking put her hands on me, like on my arms. I didn't get hit. She like just touched me and did that. Like, oh my God, I didn't lose my job that day. Like, nothing happened. I got a little talking to. They were like, you don't have to do that next time. And I was like, I know I don't have to. I just don't know what even happened. But that was one of the final straws for me. And I was just like over it for a good minute. And then I was
I've never heard that story before. What the heck?
Yeah, no, it was a bad time. Like I hate talking about it. It still just pisses me off because I just like can't believe the nerve of some people. And honestly, it was partially my fault. I could have gotten hurt. I should have just like they're items. Like that's what they say, like your life is more important than like merchandise, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So then that's why they tell you like not to like go after people or like risk your life for it or whatever. It's literally not worth it. It's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know how to describe details of the events because it just happened so fast. And then we even had a customer in the store, and like luckily they weren't harmed and like they didn't get their phone stolen because that's happened before in our store. And she looked at me and she was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I'm fine. Are you okay? Like you just had to witness that. Are you okay?" And then luckily everything just came back to the way it was. And then of course we put in a report to the police and then nothing gets done about it, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's when I was like, yep, I'm like, I hate retail. So I would just come to work, do my job. And then, after that, I literally so we have like lanyards with our name tags.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I never got in trouble for this, but I just held my pepper spray there the entire time. It was just on my name
your
tag.
Lanyard?
Yep. It was just on my lanyard around my neck. And I was just like, I'm not f***ing with this anymore. Like, that's the first time someone put their hands on me. And that's not even the worst. I know, like, my managers and stuff at the time, when they worked at different storefronts for Foot Locker, had hella worse things happen to them. So it's just a matter of just retail's really rough. And it also depends on your location. But
oh my God.
It gets dangerous.
Bro.
I'm like heated right now just thinking about it. Like I can't believe that happened still.
That's crazy.
Yeah. If you didn't want to do retail before, you definitely don't do it now.
I don't even like talking on those walkie-talkie things. Because at Target, I've also had to be a cashier sometimes.
I loved it.
Really?
Yeah.
I would get so shy. I'd be like, Linda, can you call someone in the dairy department and ask them if they can get
No, it's okay.
Order?
I get that. It's really awkward at first, but then that's because you need repetition. I mean, it could always be awkward no matter what, but the repetition really helped. I liked talking in my storefront because it was just my coworkers and I was chill with everyone.
Yeah.
But sometimes we had to talk to the regular Foot Locker. Okay, yeah, I don't think I said it. I don't think I care. I worked at a lady Foot Locker, and then the Foot Locker was just like the floor above us. And sometimes we had to call them on their walkie. We had a shared walkie, whatever. Like one shared walkie and then the like line or whatever signal for just our store and whatnot. And then sometimes we would have to message that or what's it called, walkie them, and that was awkward to me because I was like, I don't remember everyone up there. What's your guys' name?
I don't think I like talking on the phone or like talking to people when I can't see them. I think because I'm looking at my list of past jobs. Like I've had multiple jobs. And like this one thing that I don't like doing is like answering. Like even at the job now, I don't like answering the phone. Like I'm always like, can someone else get it? Like,
yeah, there's definitely like an anxiety that comes with it. And then sometimes like with that, you just have to keep, like I said, kind of keep doing it to get over it. But it's still super awkward like all the time.
I mean, I had to do it at that insurance job when I was literally customer service. Like I still felt uncomfortable every time, but like, you know, that was literally my job to talk on the phone with the people.
Right.
But I was like very uncomfortable.
Yeah. Some days are better than others, but it's just a weird thing.
Yeah. True. Was there any work drama at any of your jobs?
Mhm. I don't know how much I'm allowed to say. It's not like I'm legally bound or like what's it called? What are those things called? Not DMCA. What the hell is it called?
NDA?
Non-disclosure agreement.
NDA?
NDA.
Mhm.
It's not like I signed any of those, but it's literally my experience, which is I still can't believe I like went through all this. That's why like every job I've had after that, well, not every job, I literally had 2 jobs after that. I was like, these jobs are so much easier. Like nothing was as hard as retail. And mind you, I like it was an easy retail job. So I don't it was just mentally draining, I feel, because literally customers, like I've said this before. I think I've literally even tweeted it, where you can have a great day and then literally one customer for whatever 1 minute could ruin your entire day. Like just your mood set and whatever. At least that's how it was for me and a lot of like people I know that worked in customer service, where you can just have a chill ass day and then one literal Karen could just like set your whole mood off. And I'm just like, yep, I'm gonna go home. I don't want to do this anymore. Every single person that passes by you could be super nice, super generous, super grateful and everything. And then there's that one bitch. It's just can't help it. But in terms of drama, yeah, there's definitely been like people had to get fired because they were stealing, and people like I can't really think of anything else. Back in the day, at least, like I heard of the like not generation, but I guess like the group that came before me or something.
Mhm.
There was some drama between girls, so that was one story, and then there was drama between like people hooking up, so that was another thing. And it's funny because we're all connected. Our sister companies were like Foot Locker, Champs, Foot Action, 602, East Bay, and like stuff like that. So then there was also Champs in the mall. So there was like 3-way drama where like people are just, yeah, I don't know. When it came to like young people hooking up in the same stores, it was weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess that was it in terms of like actual coworkers.
Cool.
How was the barista drama?
Okay, so at the Molly Stones one, like the big thing was like, so I had this like family friend, but I would call her, auntie or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I got the job because of her, but she, well, everyone knew she was like stealing coffees and shit, like hella. And then she would also be giving it to my dad, like.
I forgot you got that job because of her.
Yeah. Did you ever meet her? Or did you ever see what she looked like?
I don't. You're asking the wrong person for.
Well, yeah.
But
Yeah. So
maybe I
then
think so.
she got fired. And then they're like, the boss was like, I don't want to like make you uncomfortable. I know she's your aunt. I'm like, oh no, please. Like, go ahead. Like she'd be stealing so much shit. And like, I hate that I was getting caught in the middle because like she'd be giving it to my dad.
Because you can
like
you can like do favors and every now and then, but she was like full on taking loads of shit, huh?
Full on taking loads of shit. And like her and I would open on weekend mornings. So that's how she was able. But there were like, I don't know if that camera worked, but like there was a camera there and it was the worst. But I really liked the coworkers at that job. I think, yeah, I think they were like my favorite coworkers. I think.
Damn, that's a bold statement.
I know. And yeah, it was really fun, I think.
What do you mean you think?
Oh, no, it was fun. Sorry. Like, well, I had these 2 friends. One dude worked in produce department, and then I had a friend of mine who came after me, but like we still became friends, and she was working with me, but then they started dating. And
That's crazy.
I low key thought the produce guy had a crush on me, but then again, I was like 16 or 17 at the time, so that would have been weird. But like, Yeah, then they started dating, and that was weird. Oh,
Dang, were you the youngest one
I
then?
um,
You were like the youngest one in the area.
I
Huh?
was at the time, and then someone else came who was younger, but he was the brother of one of the
Damn, this is
of the
a family
assistant.
business. Everyone's
It
just
really
getting dads from
was.
everyone.
No, I know.
Sorry,
And
what were you gonna say?
I remember the drama now.
Oh,
So the girl the guy in produce started dating the girl I was working with, right?
mm-hmm.
But apparently there was another dude in the grocery store who had a crush on her.
Oh,
And he was friends with the guy in produce. So then it became really awkward.
oh, that's the worst situation.
I know, and we were all like so cool together, and then
Are they still together? Is that too much to ask?
No. I think I saw that they broke up or something. Like I came home one time and she said, "Oh yeah, me and what's his face broke up," and I was like, "Oh," and then I think she said she started dating someone in the meat department. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, Molly Stone's drama.
They go crazy there. Wow.
Wait, that was fun. Didn't you go to a bonfire with those coworkers when you left?
I did.
Those were good coworkers.
I know. And then I remember on my going away party, the manager told me, "Oh wait, no, yeah, Thursday was your last day," and I was like, "I thought I still had 2 more weeks," and then I literally started crying in front of everyone.
God, were you sober?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
I know. Ew. Why?
Dang, that was really a time. We were really babies.
I know.
That feels like so long ago. Is that sad?
I know.
That's really freaking sad, actually. Only 6.
I thought it was going to be 8 years ago. I was like, that's crazy. Yeah.
2016?
2016. Mm-hmm.
Dude, no, that's like so close, but it feels like literally a lifetime ago.
Literally.
Okay. Wow. Well, on to the next step of our career path.
After Molly Stone's, I did that internship, but that was only for the summer.
That was fun.
Not really.
That's because you also had to talk on the phone a lot, and I remember you explicitly saying how much you hated that because you had to
I don't know how to transfer phones. I don't know how to.
You press transfer.
They're like
extension.
I was like, let me put you on hold, but I would just be really quiet because
you didn't know how to put it on. Or office phones are confusing at first. Absolutely.
Like if there were 3 lights popping up, I wouldn't be able to pick up the other 2.
Oh, there's different lines. Yeah. No, I remember you being like not being able to remember people's faces and then like their extensions and stuff, and you just had to like basically you were a receptionist, so you had to like know where everything goes and
or like knowing
who.
Like, let me talk to the lead of mechanical or electrical, and I'd be like, I'm just gonna transfer you to whatever engineer I transfer you to.
A printed directory? They probably did. You know, like where it tells you who's who and then where their
I think so, but I didn't bring because like I would only be the front desk person when the front desk lady wasn't there because she only worked 30 hours a week. So for the 10 hours that she didn't work, I had to be there.
Rough.
Ew, and then I had to like order food for like their lunch, like when they would do like big meetings or whatever.
Oh, you were really like that bitch.
I'd be like, "Hi, can I please get 3 BLT subs, and then or kinds of pizzas or."
See, I thought I was shy, and then I forget you in like a customer service setting. Or just literally any professional setting.
I don't know how I've done it for this long.
You gotta make that money. You did what you had to do.
True. True. And it's only over the phone. I don't like calling the orders. I just don't like phones. I don't know how to work a phone.
Clearly.
Anyways, not really at that internship.
I visited you a couple times, and you like were miserable after.
Yeah.
Not like you just were just like, oh my god, like basically like what she's saying now, where Kia didn't know how to use a phone, or she didn't know who to direct the call to, and she just hated covering.
Yep.
Yeah, Those are the same complaints you had 5 years ago. That's really funny.
But yeah, what was your next job after Foot Locker?
Well, when my storefront closed, I actually transferred to another Foot Locker, like a real Foot Locker where I wore stripes and everything, for a couple months, and then I quit.
Also in the mall or somewhere else? Oh.
Yeah, just like another one in the city. While I was doing that, I just not where I wanted to be, and I just realized I'd been there long enough and I got the experience I needed and stuff, and I wanted to just get more experience and take another like position and see what I can get. And that's when I ended up working at the fitness center for UCSF. Literally my favorite job. The easiest, best job ever. I loved all my coworkers, super chill, just such a good time. And I even got James to work there for a second. That's how chill it was, and the dynamic was easy. And it was basically a free gym membership. Oh, like me and James literally talk about it all the time, like on the brink of tears, because it was the best, easiest job ever. And I still keep in contact with those people, like my managers and everything. And literally as soon as it opens, I would probably take shifts there if I wasn't so exhausted from this job, or if I had enough time. And I probably will if it ever opens again. But
is this one you had before COVID last year? Or?
Yeah, that's why I lost the job, because of COVID. Yeah, it was a fitness center, so it was literally one of the first things to go. But luckily, yeah, I think I mentioned it where, I forgot what episode, whatever, where it closed for a while because everyone was like, you definitely can't be in close contact with people at gyms during this COVID pandemic that we had know nothing about. So that shut down. And then it's still part of UCSF, so they were like, they hit up the facility manager and they were like, hey, the doctors need places to shower after their shifts. You guys have accessible showers. Can we use them? So I did some limited shifts. They were literally called shower shifts, where I would sit at the front desk and open the door for doctors if they needed to come in and take a shower. Every shift I had, not a single doctor came.
Oh.
So I literally was just sitting there watching Netflix. I was like done with school. Was I done? I think I was done with school. I was literally doing nothing.
Done with school? Oh, like we graduated. Oh.
Yeah, but I really do miss that job. It was a good one. It couldn't have been more easy and just more. It was a freaking free gym membership. I loved it. It was beautiful. It was a nice place in the city. Just... it was still like, I only had 3 jobs. That's my favorite job.
Love that.
What about you?
What job do I love the most?
No, what was your next job?
Oh.
Or what job you love the most?
No. Okay, so my next job was when I first moved to Oregon, when I was a barista at Target. But I just thought of a funny ass story.
Go off.
So there was this guy who I thought was really cute that worked at Target.
You need to stop falling for people at your jobs. That's not healthy. Because you have to see them every day.
I know. I'm not going to do anything. I just be like, wow, he's cute. And just go about my day. Anyways, not the point. So then like I find out he is leaving because he's... he's transferring. He's leaving because he's going to college, somewhere in Oregon. I'm just gonna say, okay. So he transferred to OSU.
I forgot about this. Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Can I tell you the story? Okay,
of course, but go ahead.
He went to OSU, and then I transferred and then 2 years later, or a year later, I transferred to a college that's kind of near the college that he went to. And then I go with my friends to this bar near OSU, and I see him at the bar. I mean, I see him there, and I'm like, and I don't know if I told anyone there, but I was like, oh my God, I used to work with that guy. And I was like, I used to work with that guy. And I was like, I have to tell him. And I was like, I literally go up to him and I said, hey, this is really random, but did you used to work at Target like 2 years ago? He's like, yeah, I did. And I was like, I remember you. He's like, wow, you have a really good memory. I was like, okay, bye.
That's not the reason you remember. You don't have a good memory, actually. That's all that happened.
Isn't that so funny?
Kia, why didn't you do something about it?
I think I was already with Tavis.
Oh, boo.
Isn't that so? He was not as cute as I thought. Because, when in Target, I can't see very well. So then I actually went outside and I was like, oh.
Dude, I don't know if anyone freaking knows this about Kia, but she wears glasses and she never wears them.
I only need them when I'm driving.
Bro, you just said you can't see shit.
Yeah, but like you don't need to see what they look like.
Oh, what? Can someone please argue with her for me? I don't have energy to argue with this person for 10 years of my life.
I need glasses for driving. I don't need to wear these right now because I can see you.
Dude, I don't know about you. You're questionable.
Anyways, at Target, I worked with all girls again.
Damn.
There was kind of some drama. Oh. Because in Target's how it's like half Starbucks, half, like the pizzas and like the savory food. Have you ever seen that Target?
That kind, yeah. Okay, yeah.
It was that kind. So then we would have to like share the kitchen area as far as like washing dishes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I didn't know it was like super connected. Like, I didn't literally.
Either. But yeah, so like it would suck having to wash their dishes when like their spaghetti stuff was like all over the sink, and I was trying to wash my coffee stuff, and then it was all greasy because like of their pizzas. It was just a lot going on. But anyways, there was this girl that I worked with at Starbucks who then started hanging out with this guy in that pizza department place. But then apparently he liked her, and then they like dated for like a week, but then they broke up, and then it became really awkward when we would all work together.
That happens too often at places. I feel like people become couples at their place of work.
Yeah.
And then break up.
And then
I think go ahead.
No, you go. I was about to change the subject.
I think that happened at my last job, aka my favorite job, where there was just a lot of couples at one point before my time. And I just heard the stories, obviously.
Yeah.
And there would just be drama. That's why when they did end up hiring James, at first they were super hesitant. They were just like,
because you're a couple?
We shouldn't do this. Yeah, we were full on couple. And I was like, this is my boyfriend. Can he work here? And it wasn't just to be with him. It was like a good, like I said, it was a good ass job, good money, easy as f-. And he would have had a free gym. Like there were so many perks.
Yeah.
I was like, this isn't for me. This is for you. Get you your money. Okay.
Yeah.
They were really hesitant at first. And then I was there. I think at one point they literally asked me, how long have you been together? And I was like, we've been together for like 4 years or whatever. They were like, you guys better not break up. And I was like, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, but I'll let you know. And luckily it all worked out, but unfortunately he only worked there for however long before the pandemic like hit hard. Yeah. I can't talk about that job without like sighing. I'm just like, damn.
Damn.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I think one reason why I didn't like working at the Target one is because we had a boss who like, so I had previous experience from working at the one at Molly Stone. So like they didn't really have to train me because I already knew everything. But she was kind of like newer than me, or she was newer than me. So she was like still learning her way about how to make the coffees and thing. Right. And then there was this other girl who was like, like green teas and then matcha green tea lattes.
Oh, you've told the story before. Basically, Kia doesn't like being told what to do.
Basically, if I'm right, I'm going to let you know.
Okay, go ahead.
So,
give me details.
It was green tea lemonade. The abbreviation, at Starbucks how they use abbreviations or whatever. It's GTL. Oh my God, Gym Tan Laundry, Jersey Shore. But no, It's green tea lemonade. And then matcha green tea latte is GRTL. So then I think like 2 or 3 times I was like, I made it and it was supposed to be a green tea latte. And I was like, I don't think it was a boss. It was another. Well, no, I think it happened with both of them. And they were like, oh, sorry, that was supposed to be a matcha latte, GTL. And I was like, no, that's green tea lemonade. I'm like, oh, well, it's supposed to be a green tea latte. And I was like, the abbreviation is supposed to be GRTL. And then, it happened like 2 more times. And so I literally got out our stupid ass drink handbook and I was like, see this? This says GRTL for green tea latte. And they're like, oh, good to know. And I was like, yeah, it is good to know. And I was like,
You're so annoying.
Because then I have to remake the drink.
Oh, that's true.
If it's
no,
by yourself,
you're absolutely annoying when you're right. You're that bitch. It's just like, okay, got it. Shut the up. But
yeah.
No, I think I literally said this before, and I literally say it again. That's Starbucks' fault. There could have been a much easier way to do this.
Like at this job now, for they call it a matcha latte, so ML. Easy as that, not having to call
it. They literally should work on their acronyms, basically, at Starbucks.
Facts.
That could have been avoided.
Yeah.
Sorry for your struggle.
Other than that, Target was all right.
Oh gosh, I feel like you didn't work there that long. I don't remember what happened. That flashed by me in terms of your experience.
I worked there for a year and a half.
No way.
Because I got it when I first moved here, and then
a year and a half went by. Then I don't know.
Yeah, and then I transferred to Woo. I know I started from August 2016 to December 2017. Oh my God, is next your big girl job?
Yeah. Believe it or not, y'all, I've only had 2 jobs before getting my first full-time job. I don't even know how we got here. Yeah, so then that happened, and I was officially let go August 2020. And I started looking for jobs, I think, because like we knew it was happening. I wasn't getting shifts or anything. I was like, gym's definitely not opening anytime soon. And I did need to look for a full-time job regardless. And then I think I started actively looking for full-time jobs in September. So there was a good overlap. And I wasn't, luckily, I'm not desperate for a job. Like, I don't need it for the money. I don't need it. Like, I'm financially like secured with my parents, whatever. Mm-hmm. And then, I don't know. I just wasn't crazy about looking for a job. I just knew that I needed one because I can't just sit at home all day. Yeah. It was just like a lot of applications. And yeah, I literally have a spreadsheet of how many places I applied to. And this is like the realistic part that I feel like a lot of people don't talk about. And luckily, I took a sociology class on this, like career planning and something, whatever. And where we got real about like, it's hard being like a recent grad. And it's at any point in your life, whenever you start looking for a job, it's not easy like, oh, here's your degree and then here's your full-time job. Like, it's never that easy. And I don't know who said or thought that it was that easy, but it's not, and for good reason. And I just wish more people knew that. Or it's like you get like down on yourself because it's constant rejection or constant like no feedback. But at the same time, it's helpful to know that you're not alone, and it literally happens to everyone. So I just needed to know a little bit of both of that to like get into the job market. And that really helped because I was just like, oh, I didn't get that one, man. Let me like look at Indeed and just try all over again. So luckily you just have to get in that mental state of like actively job searching, you know? So yeah, I only had a couple interviews at some places, a lot of places that I really, really wanted and I didn't get. And then I think what sucks more is that when you get multiple interviews for one place, and then they still don't want you. Like, they're still a better candidate than you, which is great for them and their company. And like, I understand like there's better people out there just suited for what they need. You know, it's not saying I'm a bad employee. It's just that I'm not suited for what they need at that moment.
Yeah.
And then I also had to give myself that talk basically. And then whatever, I landed the job that I have now. And that took I got it in March. So it took a good minute. And I know for some people it takes longer. So I was like super grateful that I didn't have to look for that long technically. But I did go through a good amount of applications and interviews to get to where I am. Crazy.
Ooh, she's a big girl.
Thank you. What about you? What was next on the agenda for Kia?
Next, for summer 2019, I worked at a brewery near my college with my friend because we were both going to stay there for the summer.
Oh, right.
And
I forgot you did that.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Crazy. I know.
You and working with beverages is just a match made in heaven. It doesn't make sense.
Kinda.
It's always a beverage.
It was an okay time. I like being able to work with my friend, but at the same time, she's one of those people like.
Wait, are you still friends with this person?
Yeah.
Oh, do they listen to the podcast?
Well, there's nothing wrong with her, but like, you know, I just felt uncomfortable because like she was there the previous summer, so like of course everyone knew her, and I was like kind of like the new girl, and it just felt like, oh yeah, I'm just her friend and I'm working here, like kind of thing, like.
And it never like died off.
I mean, they were like so nice to me and everything. Like I bonded with some of my coworkers about vines because like we knew vines off the top of our head, and we started playing in the back hangman with like different vine references or whatever. But like, I don't know. It was just like it didn't like I feel like they're just being my friend because I'm her friend. Does that make sense?
Aw.
I'm sure it wasn't like that, but that's how I think.
Yeah, no, it sucks that you felt that way. And yeah, it's very likely that wasn't the case, but
yeah. Oh, but I have an embarrassing story from that job. Not to make this an embarrassing story.
Were you there?
It was just for the summer, so like 5 months.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Go on, embarrass yourself.
So I was also a server. Like we had food, and I would make food in the back, and you know we would have tables outside. Like it was like a little like garden area. It was really nice. Mm-hmm. And I was bringing food to this like big ass table. Like there were probably 20 people at the table, and then this dude, he was like, hey, come here. And I was like, yeah, what's up? What can I get you? And he's like, I don't want to embarrass you. Like, it's totally fine. But your fly is down. And I was like,
brother,
I'm gonna go off myself. And like, it was like very, very obviously open. I was like, oh God, I think I was wearing black underwear, but I can't remember for sure. But that was just so, and like I had my shirt tucked in a certain way, so it was obviously showing like where my zipper would have been. And I was like, I hate myself. I hate my life. I hate everything.
Dude, I don't think I've ever had anyone call me out like that. Or like, they're not calling you out. They're genuinely helping.
No, genuinely helping. But I don't think I wanted to serve food the rest of that day.
That's like a story off Twitter or something where they were like, you won't believe what just happened. Or like a YouTuber story, you know? It doesn't sound like that actually happens every day, but it really happened to you.
It really happened.
Dang.
But yeah, that was that job.
That sounds fun, though.
It was kind of fun. Like, it was a fun summer job to have, and we got really good tips, so that was also fun. And, like, it was fun because then me and my friend, we would, like, sometimes get off at the same time. You know, we'd be like, hey, you want to go to the bar? And, like, we did that almost, like, every single day for, like, the whole summer. So, like,
that's
and that way I was not very good at saving my money. But, yeah, it was a fun summer.
I feel like, okay, that's one thing I forgot that food service provides that you don't get in retail is tips. Mm-hmm. Like imagine that's a whole income on top of your wage. Like that's pretty sick. Like, yeah, it fluctuates and whatnot, but even just the option for it,
yeah,
is amazing.
Super fun.
Must be nice.
Sometimes. But what you said earlier about, like, how one bad person can, like, ruin your whole day.
Yeah.
I feel like well, that's really depressing. Never mind.
Oh. Jesus, what the hell?
I was gonna say something worse. But
Go, Huff.
I was just gonna say, like, I can't expect it to be a good day because I know there's gonna be, like, shitty people who are gonna come in.
No, wait, that's a good way to look at it, where you just come in realistic and just come in like no,
I'm not gonna come in. I'm gonna have a great day. Like, I'm gonna expect people to be shitty and stupid and not know what the to order.
No, absolutely. But I didn't do that, but it would just be like, you could have a bad customer right after like an immaculate one, you know, where they're just super kind, super just boost you the up, your ego and everything. And then this one person will just like make you feel like an absolute idiot right after. And it's like, now my head hurts and I'm conflicted and I'm going to go cry in the back. Do you know how many times I've had to take breathers in the stock room? I just can't. I'd literally be over the walkie, be like, I can't deal with that customer by the running shoes. I'm going to stay in the back. And I would just like sit down and like, we have cameras obviously. And I would just look at the cam being like, are they gone yet?
Yeah.
I would just avoid them at all freaking costs. Cause like, even because sometimes, luckily it's a tourist mall. So it's like one and done sometimes. But there's also regulars because it's downtown San Francisco. It's just literally locals as well. It's like the perfect mix. And then it sucks when you have a local that's like inconsistent as hell. Like sometimes they're chill, they're like, hey, what's up? And the other time they're just like in a badass mood. And I'm like, why bring that into my store? And you're not going to buy anything. Don't waste my time.
No, yeah.
I don't miss that. Oh, that's the one thing I absolutely loved about retail was the freaking discounts. And a lot of retail places actually don't have the best discounts for their employees, but Foot Locker freaking did, dude. I don't know how good it is now because year round
What was it?
Year round it was 30%.
Damn,
and then certain times throughout the year it was family and friends and it was 50% off.
Damn.
I think I got your shoes for 50% off, and it was just like I would get good gifts when I could afford it. And then it was just people wanted shoes. It was a good time. I like stocked up James's shoe game because when I first met him, he's really easygoing and he doesn't need to like spending money, especially since it wasn't our money. We were in high school. It was our parents' money. So he was very frugal in that way. And then he would wear the same freaking free runs that were developing holes in them. And then, so I blame myself for getting him back for like feeding his shoe addiction. Because after that, and after he started getting his own money, tell me why you need like 12, 15 pairs of basketball shoes.
Stop.
And that's not even compared to how bad my dad is. Like, I fed my dad's addiction too when I worked at Foot Locker. They're literally the same person. It's so bad. They like feed off each other's addictions. It's so bad. Ugh. They literally traded basketball shoes because they're the same size. That's how crazy they are.
That's lucky.
Annoying.
That's lucky. I wish I was their size.
Three-way trade. What was after the brewery for you then? Because we haven't got to where you are now.
I know. Next, okay, I was a scheduler at a life insurance company, so I would have to make appointments for the representatives to like help different school district employees like set up their life insurance policies. So I think I did that for like 3 months.
Yeah, it was your favorite job ever.
I literally worked right next to a Trumper, and she would like talk about how great Trump is and like how Kamala Harris isn't from this country. And I was like, she was born in Oakland, right? She's like, yeah, but you know what the people say, like she's not from here. I'm like, but she's born in California. She's like, oh yeah, people are, just talking. I'm like, I need to quit. I need to get out of here ASAP.
The same exact argument for Obama. That's ridiculous.
Oh, God. Yeah, I think she said that about him too. And I was like, this bitch is crazy. And then it was funny, like towards the end as I'm about to leave, they got this other kid to like schedule appointments for me because I guess I wasn't doing enough. No, I'm just kidding. They I don't know why they hired him, but then like she left to like go get lunch or something, and then I was like, how do you feel about what she says? He was like, it's so funny to like hear her go off. Like, I don't agree with anything she's saying, so I just laughed. And I was like, okay, same, because like the shit she says is like what? And he's like, yeah, it makes me really uncomfortable, but what can you do? And I was like,
exactly,
let her talk. And then I left that job, and then after that job I got my big girl job as a customer service for a health insurance place.
You loved that job.
That was pure torture. That job was pure torture for 6 months. Literally. That was the worst 6 months of my life.
And that was all during COVID, huh?
October 2020 to March 2021.
Yeah. So you like never even got a chance in the office. Damn.
I think they said they'd be going to the office in July, and I was like, maybe it's different in the office. Maybe I can hold out this job till July. And I was like, my mental health said nope.
Yeah, you were super out of it. Like, Kia was just not herself at all. I've never seen her so, like, conflicted.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she was,
the money was so good, and the health insurance so good.
Be like that. But, you know, like, you're really so much in a better place now.
Yeah. So that's good.
Yeah.
Nothing really to comment on that job. I made 2 friends, kind of 3. So that was fun. Oh, what is it? Oh, so like I came in with a class, and there's 3 of us who left. So
out of how many was your class?
9.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I don't know how to do percentages, but
I don't. It's a third.
It's a third of the class gone.
I also really don't think that COVID helped because it was supposed to be more of like a team environment in a workplace. So I can't imagine how like isolating and draining it could be just in your house.
I'm not mad at them, but we were their first class to teach during COVID. So like maybe they can. I think I left like they're asking like on my why I'm leaving. I just said I think like it could have done better as far as like training, because like it's so different like being in class, like to have like the person helping you with the call be like right over your shoulder as opposed to like listening in on the call, texting me what to say, like. And that's like another thing, like I hate talking over the phone, and that's like what the main thing of the job was, so like that makes it extra worse. But as a also plus all the other shit that you had to take care of with that job was very overwhelming and depressing, like because I also worked with older people, so they'd call and say, hey, my wife died, can you close her account?
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and I'd be like, oh. And like I don't know why this is so stupid, but like I would feel like weird to say, oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. Like I felt like, I mean, I was being genuine when I say it, but like I feel like, oh, this is just like a random person saying that. But like I'm sure they appreciate it, but like I just made it a big thing of like that feels weird to say, I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, I feel like in any situation where someone passed, that's really like no one knows what the to say. Like there's no right thing to say. It's really hard. Yeah, that was one of those jobs when Kia would call me where the same thing where you would have a fine day and then just one person could just is super complicated and you just ruined your day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not even on them. It was just like you didn't even know what to do. So it was just a complex.
No, and then also another thing, how our health, America's health insurance is like super like rough compared to other countries.
100%.
Like people getting like $3,000 fines, and then I'm having to be the one to tell them, and then them yelling at me, and then I have to log a complaint. Like,
yeah, brother, that was not the job for you.
The heat.
Yeah, some people do it better than others. It's just that you didn't have the heart for that at all. Yeah, no.
So just all bad vibes from there.
But it was your first big girl job.
It showed me what I didn't want in the big girl job, so
yeah, that's fun. True.
But then after that job, I got my current job where I'm a barista at Nordstrom's.
Nordstrom's.
Nordstrom. And do you want to hear a drama about this job right now?
Oh my gosh, there's drama already? You've only been there for like 2 months.
Like, so there's 6 of us, not including the 2 managers.
Okay.
But like one girl was thinking of transferring to a different department. So she's still thinking about leaving. there's another girl thinking about leaving, and then there's another girl who just told me today that tomorrow is going to be her last day. And then the girl that they also hired the same time as me is moving to California in August. I haven't told the managers yet that I'm moving to California in August too. And now I just feel so bad.
Why is this such a mess? Why is everyone leaving? And these were all people that were here before you, except for that one.
The reason why they're starting to think about leaving now is because apparently we're going to incorporate more food. Like, apparently we're going to do avocado toast and, like, soup in the back. And, like, they don't want to have to, like, deal with that. Which I understand, but...
Yeah.
Like, God. There's a lot going on.
That's a lot.
I know. But other than that, like, they're all super nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you needed that switch up after the last job.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at
Crazy.
us. Look at how these jobs transformed us.
But no, yeah, that I couldn't. I'm taking it back to what we literally said in the very beginning about we can't imagine each other doing each other's jobs. I can't do food because, at least, I don't know about your specific position, but in terms of like a restaurant or something, I can't imagine being a hostess or waitress and bringing around multiple plates of food and then taking orders and then I couldn't.
I hear what you're saying. I have two things to say. I agree with you. I don't think I could do the restaurant thing because I forgot to mention this because I only worked there for a day. But my auntie and I went into this Vietnamese restaurant. The dude was like, "Hey, you want to work here?" And I was like, sure. Do I need to submit an application? She's like, "No, just come in tomorrow at..."
I forgot this happened.
Do you remember that? He's like, "Come in tomorrow at noon and make sure you wear all black." And I was like, okay. And then I did, and he was just yelling at me the whole time and like saying I was slow and I need to bring out the plates in a certain way or like take their order a certain way, like write it a certain way on the thing. And I was like, this dude is yelling at me as if I'm his niece or something. Like, we're not close like that.
Yeah. It's just how their like work dynamic is, and then obviously they just expected you to get it right off the bat.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know you, sir. Like,
stop yelling at me.
Stop yelling. Like, my auntie was yelling at me like that when I worked with her at Starbucks, and everyone thought it was so funny and cute because she'd be like, I knew her when she was like this small, and everyone would be like, oh, cute. Oh, yeah. Like, so in that way, it was like...
in the back of your head, you're like, this bitch is stealing. You're like, you better shut the hell up before I tell everyone you're stealing.
Literally. I think she pissed me off so much. And like, I've never cursed at her before. And I was like, get the off me.
You did not.
I did. Because like, she was just yelling at me like drink after drink.
Yeah, you're making a toxic workplace. What the hell? Oh my God.
She was yelling at me from day one. So I was like, this is enough. I'm about to yell at her. But she was like cool about it. Like, she wasn't like one of those like aunties who were like cursing and stuff. Like, she would curse all the time. But God, why did she?
Oh my God, I would never say that to anyone.
Dude, that was just one of the bad days. But yeah, so I literally worked as like a restaurant server for a 4-hour shift, and I was like, yeah, restaurant services.
How did you leave? How did you leave? How did you like?
I called him the next day and say, hey, I'm not coming in.
No, like even after the 4-hour shift, like what did he say?
He said, see you tomorrow. And I'll be like, I was like, I'll let you know. I'll call you.
Oh, that's so freaking awkward.
Yeah.
You can never eat there again.
We didn't.
It
wasn't even that good.
Okay.
But
at least you weren't missing out.
Also, a thing I wanted to say, yeah, no, sorry. Let me say, I have two more things to say. Restaurant serving and like Starbucks is like two very different things. Like,
that's what I feel. That's what I feel. Okay, yeah.
But another thing, for people listening, whenever you go into like a coffee shop or anything, can you please start off your order of whether you want something hot or iced? Because it's super annoying when you go all about a grande, extra foam, 3-shot, a little bit of half and half, and then I'm like writing all these things down, and then you want it iced. Because like at my job, at least they like make it a thing. If it's an ice drink, write it actually on the cup. Whereas for it's a hot drink, I write it on one of those sleeve things. And I think that's something that definitely pisses me off every single day.
They don't do that at Starbucks?
I think at Starbucks too, I have that same issue. Oh,
Why
yes,
don't you-
because I'm writing it. Oh, because at Starbucks, I would write on the hot cup. But here, we don't write on the cups, we write on the sleeves. But they don't want me to use sleeves for cold drinks because, like, apparently that's wasting them. But, like,
True.
just.
What? Can you just ask in the beginning? Just cut
They're
them off.
talking.
Just cut them off.
I do now, or I have been. But, like, they won't even let me get a word in, or, like, they don't hear me and they just keep talking. Because there's also, like, a glass thing.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It's been pretty hard to communicate with those, to be honest. I understand the safety of it, but like it's kind of there's like 4 layers of my mask, and then you have this plastic in front of me, and I can't even hear.
No, I know. And then
before that,
I have the blender in the back, and I got the espresso machine going off, and they're like whispering, and I'm like, I hope you know everything you're saying right now. I can't hear you. And I'm like, you're gonna have to speak up. I can't hear you.
Oh, damn.
And I love the mask because like like sometimes I was just having a blank face, but I don't know if you can see that through my eyes still.
Yeah, I'd be doing that too.
That's why I like wearing masks at this job. But also, I just thought something, but
go ahead. What the hell?
Okay, so the other day I was working as I don't know where my coworkers were. I was basically just by myself. So I was cashier person, then I was on the bar. And then one of the dudes who works on the back of Nordstrom, he like came in, got his drink, and then he left. And then one of my coworkers came back and they were like, there's a $20 bill in the jar. This wasn't here before. And I kind of think this guy's cute, but I don't really know. And they were like, Mia, did what's his name just leave that tip in there? I was like, I don't know. I was over here when that appeared. I was like, was it there when you were on the bar? And like she had just left before that. And she was like, no. And I was like, no way. Why would he leave a $20 tip? And they're like, maybe he has a crush on you. And I was like, ew.
That's crazy.
But isn't that crazy? A $20 tip? Who does that? Not me.
That's crazy.
I know.
Damn. Yeah. Okay. I love when customers do nice things.
I know. I love when they leave tips.
Yeah. Okay. In lieu of me getting tips, sometimes customers would like just bring me food or like chocolates or something. Like especially at my gym job, they were just really nice people because you see the same people all the time. You know, it's like regular gym goers. You know, and then I think one time James was already working here, so like we had a great time because. I think we were working on a holiday or something, so like we didn't mind that we weren't going to do anything, and it's freaking holiday pay. Why the hell not? And this guy was like, here's a box of chocolates for you guys because you guys are working on a holiday. I feel bad. And we were like, oh my God, thank you so much. It was just like super nice. And literally my first week of working there, I was training literally within, I think 3 days or something. And I had to answer the call. And then I was trying to figure out how to do this lost and found shit. Right. And then, so I was like getting help and whatnot. I was like, oh yeah, we found it. It'll be waiting for you here at the desk. And he's like, oh my gosh, can I get your name? I was like, my name is MJ. And then, so he came in, he was like, I talked on the phone. I'm looking for the thing. I was like, oh yeah, I was the one on the phone. Let me go get it for you. And he was like, oh, it was you. You're MJ. And I was like, yes. He was like, here, I got you this chocolate. Because like technically like people like we're not supposed to like receive things whatever as like compensation or whatever. Yeah. He's like, I got you this chocolate, thank you so much, I really appreciate your help, whatever. It's just like really nice old man. And then I was just like, it was really freaking good chocolate too. That's the thing, not only are they giving us like nice gifts and like actually being thoughtful, it's good too. It's
Love
yummy
that.
They had good shit. Yeah. And then we would just get food. I don't know, it was just like such a freaking good time.
A great time.
And don't get me wrong, there were like dumb people and just like really rude people and people who had to be right and like I'm late for my class and like blah 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 blah. It's like it was a little bougie sometimes, whatever, but it was no regrets. I literally love that job. And
it's so crazy because I also have like these people on Snapchat still, and like I still like see like when they're posting or stuff. And I was like, that's crazy. Like we used to work together 4 years ago, and it was really funny because someone from the Starbucks at Molly Stone job posted on their story like their coworkers and like TBT to like the OG gang, and I was like, wow, I'm hurt. I'm not even in that picture. I'm not even in that picture. He was like, OG Kia, I miss you. Oh my god, I'm so glad you're not dead. I love you. And I was like, I'm dead.
that's crazy. Yeah, I forgot. I forgot how many like coworkers we go through along the way too. It's just, yeah, it's kind of weird seeing like everyone's lives after. And it's weird because I forget who said this. It's obviously like on social media all the time, but your coworkers become like your secret therapist. You're with those people for such a long amount of the day where they just know like really random intimate details about you. Not like your whole life, obviously, like your significant other, like your best friend does, but they'll like really know like that you had a really bad day the other day, or just like you came into work hungover or something. Like they'll just know those intimate details about you because you're with them for such a long amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
That's so funny. What happens at work stays at work, you know?
True.
Oh man, I miss that.
I mean, I'm still in it.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's like that, but then I don't know. I just forgot what it's like to working like close quarters with people. Like I work in office now, but then of course there's like a lot of protocols in place, and like I'm like actually in a full on cubicle, so I literally have my own space, and then I don't really need to talk to my other coworkers unless like really needed. And of course we have masks and everything, and we're like far away from each other.
While you're in your cubicle?
Not if no one's around, no. But yeah, it's kind of still the dynamic's weird where it's like you can't openly talk to people all the time, and nor do you really need to. So it's, at least for my workplace, it's not kind of the same dynamic as like retail and stuff was, where you're like tag teaming everything, you know, everyone has their like set job, and then sometimes you come together to get information, and then you go back to doing your own thing. So that's where it's kind of weird being in the corporate world. I don't know.
Crazy.
Yeah, I think I don't want to end it. It makes me sad.
It's just a month. I need to get my shit together.
Yeah. So taking a break for like multiple reasons. Because one, this was never supposed to feel like a job. So then we do whatever feels right for us at the moment. You know, this doesn't need to be top priority when there's other things going on in life. Yeah, this was always supposed to be something fun, you know, and it doesn't need to take away from other things that are happening in our lives. So we just want to make time for those, focus on those, give it all our attention, and do this whenever we want and whenever we feel is right. So that's not going to be for the summer, but we already talked about how like we're going to miss updating our podcasts of like things that happen in our life, and just like talk about random shit from the past and stuff is fun on camera. I don't know.
No, it is.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in the next month. This isn't the last one. I know it sounds like it, but no, we're definitely having so much fun with this. And we expect to have more special guests and then more topics. So that's also another reason we're taking a break, so we can kind of brainstorm. Regroup. Oh, beautiful. And then brainstorm like the future of this podcast for however long we want to keep it going. So yeah, if you guys want to be helpful, and then go to doitnaway.tumblr.com/ask and help us out. And then, I don't know, feedback for the first season, and then suggestions for the next season or whatever there is to come. Literally anything helps. It could be anonymous if you want, as you said before. But that is this week's episode for this entire season.
I just got goosebumps.
Dude, it's crazy. Kia, do you have anything else to add for the last episode of the season?
I don't think so. Just like MJ said, if you want to leave us a message. Also on the Tumblr that you miss us, that you love us, if you hate us.
Yeah, give us some, boost our ego in June, okay? So we can still communicate.
Yeah, tell me I'm pretty.
Okay, yeah. Make Kia feel better.
Okay. Bye.